Good morning and welcome to Shakuras Plateau, the site of this TVP matchup between ROOTdrewbie, the red Terran spawning in the top left, and CoLrsvp, the blue Protoss spawning in the bottom right. Both of these plays very solid. I believe this was a ladder game, so just kind of luck of the draw. We get to play each other. Woohoo! Drewbie, obviously, member of the Root team, very high-level player on the Terran side. And RSVP as well, he's just a few points behind in his Master League. He's second in his Master League from the same clan, for those of you who are unfamiliar, with Anti-Mage, who is also another top Protoss player. So we have a pylon going down. We've got the supply depot going down back here. This is a really nice map. The cross spawn positions leave a lot of open ground space here, but at the same time it really lends itself to a very macro heavy game. We'll see if any of the players do abuse these back rocks that lead into the bases, but again, you would have to trek all the way down as this barracks is going down, so pretty standard 12 barracks for Drewbie, and the gateway going down on the Protoss side, while this probe decides to go see what's what. And of course you cannot spawn in the close positions on Shakuras, so the probe doing the smart thing and just heading right. Not even gonna go that way. So probe's being boosted out. We've got gas here, while Drewbie has yet to get his gas, which is interesting. This is very late, so maybe you'll see some sort of either fast expand or just heavy marine play, double barracks maybe. We'll see what happens here as this SCV will indeed just be heading out to scout. We'll almost cross paths with this probe, but the probe will just kind of scurry on free. Nice pylon placement there as the cybernetics core goes down. Orbital command being transformed here, and still no gas. Second supply depot has gone down, however. RSVP is probably like, why the hell doesn't he have gas yet? What the hey, man? Drewbie's just training up those Marines. He's got enough for an expansion if he wants one. He's probably just going to try and get this probe kill beforehand, and there it goes, and should see, yes, and indeed, that SCV will come down and build an expansion. So the 1 rack's fast expand with no gas, while the Stalker is being chrono boosted out and rallied directly to the base. So, and in response, Drewbie putting down a bunker. Very nice play as the Zealot is now heading over. We'll see if it gets there in time. The bunker gets up in time as warp gate research is also being researched, and both refineries being built now. So transforming from no gas to to 2 gas quite quickly. As this Zealot is heading in here, it will back right off as there are 4 Marines here to deal with it. Very nice job by RSVP to harass just enough to lose some of the shield, but no actual health as the shields do recharge. Now these Marines hop into the bunker. Very nice play there, and RSVP answers with an expand of his own. It's a very smart play, as he knows now that, I mean, he can't possibly be getting pressured early because Drewbie's going for his expansion. Meanwhile, we have 2 more barracks going down and a tech lab just finishing on the initial barracks. We'll see what comes out of that. Maybe some Stimpack, maybe concussive shell with some marauders. As these SCVs just doing some long distance mining for now, but should be able to mine here. More Marines being trained up, and Stimpack. On the Protoss side, 2 more gateways going down as warp gate research is just about finishing. So some 3 gate play here from RSVP. Both players playing very defensively. As look at this, Twilight Council being put over here, proxying it, so he won't be able to see. So Drewbie won't be able to, if he scans, see that he has it and expect blink or charge. We'll see which one he decides to go for. I think whatever he pulls out here, he's got a sentry here, just to kind of protect with some force fields and be super cool. Meanwhile, factory going down as well for Drewbie. If we look at the harvester count, it's 27 with 3 mules to 31. So if we look at the income tab, well ahead is Drewbie just because of those mules. So good at gathering minerals. No gas at his expansion yet, however. And, yeah, so, oh, Dark Templars. Templar Archive back here. So, Twilight Council into Dark Shrine. We'll see if Drewbie will be able to scout this, but this could be a pretty, frustrating little play here. And as these Marines and Marauders do see the Stalkers there, able to attack one of the Stalkers, well, they won't be able to get anything. They're just kind of seeing what's going on. And a proxy pylon being put over here, so we'll probably see some Dark Templars being warped in right down here. They'll run right in here. Not really. Oh, and beautiful response. Did Drewbie even see the Templar Archive? No, putting up a blind turret, but very, very nicely done, as these Dark Templars will not be able to do much of anything. Zealots being warped in as well, right on this low ground here. And a reactor being put down, I'm assuming on one of the barracks, yep. As a 4th barracks goes down. Reactor on the starport, maybe some medevacs coming out. Or just some Vikings to do some scouting. As the first DT comes in, and it just will get wiped out just like that. Very, very nice job by Drewbie. RSVP is probably very upset right now because like, how the heck did he see that? I hit it and everything. But you know, that's why he's Drewbie, because he's just way better than any of us normal Joe Schmo Terran players, I should say. Forge going down as well, and a 4th gateway. In the meantime, this factory is doing scouting. And we have a Ghost Academy just finishing up, and Cloak being, the Mobius Reactor, excuse me, being trained up, and Zealot Charge being researched as well. 2 medevacs popping out, so we'll maybe see some drop play. SSCV scouting around. Will the factory see, just looking for that expansion, but he could see this over here, as this expansion is now going up for RSVP. So RSVP trying to bring up his 3rd expansion, combat shield and concussive shells being researched on the Drewbie's side. So, and level 1 weapons almost finishing up. So a lot of upgrades going on. Players just kind of getting into the macro game here, which I really do like to see. I'm a big fan of the macro. Templar Archives being thrown down, so expect some high Templars in the near future, as level 1 armor is being researched and chrono boosted. Doing a pretty nice job with those chrono boosts, using them up, keeping his Nexus on relatively low health, energy, excuse me. The armory being put down as well for I'm assuming for the rest of the upgrades, not to get Thors, because that would be an interesting play, but I'm assuming that's just for the rest of the weapons upgrades and armor upgrades for his infantry. And the only reason I say that is because he's invested so heavily into infantry already that it wouldn't make sense for him to just tech switch to Thors. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll just be like, especially because he doesn't have a factory down here, he uses factory to scout. And there they go. So the Templar Archives unable to finish the Psystorm research. Very nice play by Drewbie, as this medevac will just kind of pick up and leave. So Psystorm will be, I'm sorry, Psystorm was still being researched. Something else was being researched there. That was halted. Psystorm's right here. So yeah, so this army here for RSVP may be thinking about finally making a push, but this is a very nice defensive position for Drewbie to be in here, as he's just going to head over here with these Vikings for scouting, sees that, sends some Marines over to deal with the proxy pylon. Meanwhile, this factory is just hanging out here just to kind of see what's going on. Photon cannon going down as a precautionary measure. Twilight Council being put down on the other end now, back by his main base, with a couple of zealots here for defense. This Nexus just about done. A couple cannons going down here as well, so very, very defensive positioning here by both players. Nobody's really wanting to engage too fully, scanning his army to make sure there's no